Greetings, seekers of ancient wisdom and lovers of mythology. Today, we step beyond time itself, beyond gods and heroes, into the very fabric of the cosmos. Our journey takes us to the very first moment of existence, to chaos, the primordial void from which everything emerged. Many believe chaos was simply the absence of order, but ancient myths tell a deeper, stranger tale, one of boundless potential, forgotten fears, and a power that never truly vanished. If you love myths of creation, destruction, and the mysteries of the cosmos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell us which legendary figures you find most fascinating. Kings, warriors, demons, angels, or mythical creatures. Now, let's venture into the abyss and uncover the hidden truths of chaos. The nature of chaos. Beyond emptiness. When people hear the word chaos, they imagine disorder, a swirling storm, a battle without rules, a shattered world. But chaos, in the original Greek sense, was something far more profound. Hesiod, in his Theogony, describes chaos as the first thing to exist. But what does that mean? Unlike later deities, chaos was not a god or a personified being with desires or plans. Instead, it was a state of existence before anything took shape. But chaos was not simply nothingness. It was more like a vast, unformed reality. A chasm. The Greek word chaos means gaping void. Some myths describe it as a formless mist, others as a cosmic abyss that stretched infinitely. It was neither light nor dark, neither warm nor cold. It was everything and nothing at once. And yet, from this shapeless vastness, the seeds of creation began to stir. The first children of chaos. Unlike the Olympian gods, who were born from parents and carried distinct personalities, the first beings that emerged from chaos were primordial forces. They were not deities in the way Zeus or Hades were. They were fundamental aspects of existence, each necessary for the world to take form. 1. Nyx, the night. The first and most mysterious child of chaos was Nyx, the goddess of the night. She was no ordinary night. Her darkness was ancient, woven into the very fabric of reality. Even the gods of Olympus feared her. Nyx was not merely the absence of light. She was a force, a presence that wrapped the cosmos in its first great veil. From her came many powerful and ominous forces. Hypnos, sleep, and Thanatos, death. The twins who ruled over the eternal cycle of rest and the end of life. Momos, blame, and Oisis, misery. The spirits of suffering and criticism, lurking in the shadows of every soul. Moros, doom, the embodiment of fate's cruel hand, ensuring that even gods could not escape destiny. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, avoided confronting Nyx directly. In one myth, when Hera sought to punish Heracles, she approached Hypnos to put Zeus to sleep. But Hypnos refused at first, saying he had done so once before and had barely escaped. Zeus's wrath, only because Nyx had shielded him. 2. Erebus, the darkness between. Where Nyx embodied the night, Erebus was the darkness itself, not just of the world, but of the spaces in between reality. Erebus filled the gaps between existence, the shadows where light could never reach. From Erebus and Nyx came two more powerful forces. Ether, heavenly light, the pure, radiant light that would later fill the upper heavens, separating the divine realm from mortal lands. Hemera, day, the force that would bring light to the earth, countering the eternal night of Nyx. 3. Gaia, the earth. Then came Gaia, the first solid foundation of reality. If chaos was the endless void, Gaia was the first form to emerge. She was not created by anyone. She simply came into being, the earth itself, with mountains, valleys, and the future home of gods and mortals. Gaia was not just land. She was life itself. She would later give birth to the Titans, the giants, and countless beings that shaped the fate of the world. 4. Tartarus, the abyss. The last of Chaos's children was Tartarus, a deep and unfathomable chasm far below Gaia. Later myths describe Tartarus as a prison for monsters and titans, but in its earliest form, it was simply a bottomless, consuming void, the opposite of light and structure. In some stories, Tartarus is even deeper than Hades, a place so distant from the living world that even the gods feared being cast into it. Sanku, Eros, the first desire. One of the strangest and most important children of chaos was Eros, the primordial force of love and attraction. Unlike the later god Eros, Cupid, this ancient Eros was not a god of romance. He was the force that drew things together, ensuring that creation would not remain stagnant. Without Eros, Gaia might have remained lifeless. Without Eros, the heavens and the earth might never have met. He was the spark that set the cosmos in motion. Chaos after creation. A forgotten power. Once Gaia, Tartarus, Nyx, and the others took shape, many believe chaos simply ceased to be. But did it? Some myths suggest that chaos never truly vanished. Instead, it became the invisible fabric of reality, a presence that could return if the gods ever lost control. The gods' fear of chaos. The Olympians, despite all their power, knew they were not the first. They knew that before them, the Titans had ruled, and before the Titans, there had been only the primal forces. Zeus established his order not just to rule over gods and mortals, but to keep chaos at bay. If the Olympians ever failed, if the balance of the world ever shattered, chaos could seep back in, unraveling all things. Chaos and the end of the world. Some philosophers and mystery cults believed in the eternal return. The idea that the world, like a great cycle, would end only to begin again. And what would bring this end? Chaos. In some Orphic traditions, chaos was not just the beginning, but also the inevitable future. One day, the fabric of existence might fray, and chaos would reclaim all things, dissolving gods, mortals, and even time itself into a new, unformed abyss, waiting for the cycle to begin again. Chaos in the modern world. Though we no longer worship the gods of Olympus, chaos remains. It exists in the unpredictability of the universe, in the vast unknowns of quantum physics, and in the randomness of nature. Scientists describe the birth of the universe, the Big Bang, as an event of incomprehensible energy emerging from seeming nothingness. Does that not sound like chaos? Every moment of creation, every revolution, every collapse and rebirth echoes the ancient truth. Chaos is never truly gone. Final thoughts and the eternal mystery of chaos. Chaos was not merely destruction, it was possibility. From it came everything. The stars, the gods, the earth, and us. And perhaps, in the distant future, when all things end, chaos will wait to create once more. Outro. That's all for today's deep dive into the ancient void of chaos. If you enjoyed this exploration of mythology, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget, tell us in the comments, who is your favorite mythical being? Do you prefer warriors, kings, demons, angels, or forgotten cosmic forces? Until next time, may the myths guide you, and may chaos remind you of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead.